So today I'm going to be doing the A through Z Bookish survey tag, and I was tagged by Cassie from A Sassy Cassie, and I don't know if I was tagged by Sierra from Sierra Reads, because I know she recently uploaded that as well, but she usually does, so I'm going to assume that she did. And if not, well then, that's embarrassing. I'm not sure who originally created this tag, so if I can find out who it is, I will link that down below, and since there's a lot to get through, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. A. The author you read the most books from. That would be Carolyn Keene, who wrote the Nancy Drew series. I read like 15 of them when I was a kid, so I think she's a pretty obvious winner. B. Best sequel ever. And that would be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, because Harry Potter. C. Currently reading. I am currently reading Nightmares, a Sleepwalker's Tonic by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. D. Drink of choice. Throughout the day, that's just regular bottled water, and in the morning before work, since I do work as a barista, I like my vanilla lattes in the morning. E. E-reader or physical book? Definitely physical book. F. Fictional character you probably would have dated in high school. Noah Shaw. Hands down, Noah Shaw, he is bae. G. Glad you gave this book a chance. The Selection. Didn't think that I would like The Selection when I started reading it, and I'm obsessed. I love that series so much. It's one of my favorites. So definitely glad I gave it a try. H. A Hidden Gem. For this one I chose Sorta Like a Rockstar by Matthew Quick because it is amazing and beautiful, and it is just a great book that nobody ever seems to have read. I. Important moment in your reading life. That would be you guys. The moment that I discovered that there is an entire community of book-loving people on YouTube, and I had to be a part of it. J. Just finished. I just finished Where She Went by Gail Forman and absolutely loved it. Loved it. K. Kind of book you won't read. For me, that would be sci-fi because I really have to motivate myself to read sci-fi books. They're not for me. L. Longest book you've read. I think that would have to be Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy because it's an amazing book, but it is long. M. Major book hangover because of the Selection series. I can't think of any book off the top of my head that put me in more of a hangover than the Selection series. All I wanted by the time I got to the end of it was more Selection books. If that's not a book hangover, I don't know what is. N. Number of bookshelves you own. I own 3. O. One book you've read multiple times. That's easy. That's The Great Gatsby. I reread that book at least once a year. I love it so much. P. Preferred place to read. I'll usually carry a book around with me, but I usually prefer to read in my room. I get the most reading done in my room because I'm very easily distracted. Q. A quote that inspires me. Gotta look it up so I can make sure that I have this right. If clouds are blocking the sun, there will always be a silver lining that reminds me to keep on trying. By Matthew Quick from Silver Linings Playbook. R. Reading regrets. For me, that would be Between the Spark and the Burn because, as I've talked about before, I hated it, and I honestly wish that I DNF'd it so that I could have spent my time reading something that was good. S. A series you started and still need to finish. For me, that is the Shatter Me series because I own all of them. I own the novellas, I own all of them, but I've only read Shatter Me and I've only read the first novella, which is Warner's novella, but I've yet to get around to reading the rest of them, which is ridiculous because I actually liked it, but then I just stopped. 3 of your all-time favorite books. Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and The Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. U. Unapologetic fangirl. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, but that is being a Harry Potter fan. I have a huge Harry Potter tattoo. I literally tattooed it on myself for the rest of my life. I own so many Harry Potter merchandise and just Harry Potter. But it's Harry Potter though, so that makes it okay, right? V. Very excited for the release of More Than Others, and that would be Winter by Marissa Meyer because I am obsessed with the Lunar Chronicles. They are amazing, and I cannot wait for the final book. I can't wait. W. Worst bookish habit. And I realize you guys are going to judge me so hard for being such a money waster, and I don't do this very often, but it does happen where I will actually repurchase books if I don't like their condition of them or if something happens. I repurchase books because I wanted all of my books to be in either all hardback or paperback. And one time I spilled some water on my Fangirl copy, and even though it turned out to be fine, I panicked and immediately ordered myself a new one because I couldn't stand the thought of a ruined Fangirl on my bookshelf. So I ended up just giving that one to my friend. But yeah, so I definitely repurchase books. Not very often, but over really ridiculous things. X. X marks the spot. Pick the 27th book starting from the top left of your bookshelf. Now, I cheated a little bit. I was really worried that if I started my very top bookshelf, I was going to have to pull a book from like the stacked books, which would have been impossible to put back. So I started one shelf down. And the 27th book from that spot is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. Why? Your latest purchase. My latest purchase was actually 2 books, Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray and Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. Z Snatcher, a book that kept you up way too late. For me, that was Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. I read that when I was in high school and seriously read it till 3 a.m. when I finished it because there was just no sleeping without finishing it. So that was the A through Z Bookish survey, and I tried not to elaborate too much because I know you guys' time is precious, so I'm sure you don't want to be watching a 20-minute video of me explaining all 26 questions. I guess now is the time where I tag people, so I am going to tag Cassie and Sarah already did it, so I'm going to tag Emma from Emma's Books, Brittany from Brittany's Book Find, Kelly from Kelly's Book Spill, Selena from OXX Snap 13. I'm going to tag Enya from Enya's Corner. I'm going to tag Ray from Ray's Sunshine Books. I feel like a jerk because I feel like there's somebody that I'm forgetting right now. But I'm also going to tag Michael from Michael Book Lion. I'm going to tag Sarah from Sarah Sunbeams and Sam from Samantha's Books. So I do have one really quick exciting announcement for you guys. We, the Bibliothon Girls, decided to start a Bibliobook Club just because we really like reading things as a group. It's just very, very fun for us. So it's meant to be very easily paced. It is 1 book every 3 months, and then we'll do a live show for it. It is separate from the actual Bibliothon and separate from the group book that we usually pick for the Bibliothon. So you could always participate in the Bibliothon, but not in the book club, or vice versa, or you can participate in both. But it's just fun. We just really enjoy reading books with you guys, and we just wanted to do something easier year-round. This period's book is The Diviners by Libba Bray, and that starts on October 1st, which is actually today, the day that I'm filming this video, so that's very, very exciting. And we will be having polls and things like that, so you guys will definitely be getting an input in what books we read in this book club, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I guess that's it. I will have more videos out soon, and I'll talk to you guys later.